Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Nick Manning, aka LizeeAngel, and I'm a food influencer, trying to be an influencer. I don't know, we'll work on the title. But essentially, I come on here and I cook, but I also do reviews. And so I wanted to start a new series with you guys, which is all about keto snacks. So I follow the keto diet and I'm back on it recently after 9 months off. It was a decision I made after giving up meat and going very light on dairy. So it was very hard for me to get my my keto sources to fill my macros. But I decided to go back on because I never felt better. I still lost weight, but I never felt better than when I was on keto. So I'm back on now. So the first thing I wanted to do after being back on keto is try out all the snacks, because when I was first on keto, there were not all these options. People just were not into it. And so I thought, you know what, instead of you all wasting your money on keto snacks, let me waste mine and I'll try the snacks. And then I'll tell you guys if they're good or not, if they're worth your money, if you should buy them. So today we're kicking that off and I'm very excited to start this because I know that you guys want the tea. I know you do. So the first thing we're going to review today is something that I'm sure a lot of people miss when they go keto. And they still don't want to eat too much of, but they still really want, and that is cookies. So I have 3 different cookies by HighKey. So they're mini cookies, and there's 2 servings per bag, and each serving falls between 1 and 2 grams of net carbs for these particular flavors. And so the flavors I have are Snickerdoodle, which is one of my favorite cookie flavors. And then another one that I have is chocolate chip, which I think is pretty common. And then the other one I have is like double chocolate brownie. I was very interested in these because I'm always looking for something chocolate. I like chocolate cookies more than I like chocolate chip cookies. And so I'm going to give you some details about each of these, and you can listen to this and then decide if you want to order and then look at my reaction. So as you can see, these are unopened. I've never had them. I'm going to be tasting these live, giving you my honest feedback. So essentially for the double chocolate brownies, we have 11 grams of total carbs, 3 grams of dietary fiber, and then 6 grams of sweetener, and you subtract the 3 and the 6 from the 11, and then you're left with 2 net carbs. They also have 12 grams of fat and 5 grams of protein. So they're not empty. They do actually offer you something. And so I really appreciate that. And instead of reading all the information for all of them and going back so you can't remember, I'll do them one at a time. So the first one we're going to taste are the double chocolate brownie. So there's 2 servings per container, which are about 6 cookies per serving. And so I'm only going to taste a few from each so that I don't go over 2 grams of carbs as I would having this normally. So it's in a little pouch. The pouch is lined to keep it fresh with like this aluminum foil type thing. And there's a little resealable tab here. And so let's get out a cookie. Oh, these are different than I thought they'd be. So you can see they're kind of thick. You can see the thickness round here. Wait now. I thought they were going to be chalky. This is really good. It tastes like a little crispy brownie, like when you get the edges of the brownie, if you like that. Love this. I'm trying to see if there's an aftertaste that'll kick in. And there's no aftertaste, but they are a little bit salty, which I wasn't expecting from a cookie. They have a good sweetness, but they're kind of salty. And I like it, but it's weird because it's salty and it's a cookie. Let me read off the ingredient list to try to figure out why this has a salty kick. Okay, you guys, so as far as ingredients, almond flour is the main ingredient. A sugar substitute, which if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, LizeeAngel on all platforms. You know that I can't say this word. Erythritol, You guys know the sugar sweetener substitute that starts with an E. It's that one. So it has that monk fruit extract, stevia extract as a sugar alcohol, butter, cocoa powder, whey protein, concentrate, almond butter, coconut oil, vanilla extract, psyllium, baking soda, non-GMO dried eggs, and sunflower. So salt isn't even listed, so I can only assume that it might be an aftertaste of baking soda, maybe. I'm not sure, but it has a salty taste to it, and it's not an aftertaste because the taste that's left in my mouth is chocolate, but it was a little bit salty when I was eating it. So if that would bother you, I would maybe say pair it with something that's more sweet to get balance, but these have a bit of a saltiness to them. But I think that they're pretty good. I mean, for 2 grams of carbs, I think, for this pack. Yeah, 2 grams of carbs for this pack, and you get to eat 6 of them. They're fairly thick. Like, I had the 1, and I could see myself eating 2 and being okay, just on a regular day. And maybe the 4 to 6 if I'm having a bad day. I'm an emotional eater, guys. Okay, so the next flavor we're going to try are the Snickerdoodles. Now the Snickerdoodles are actually 1 gram of carb per bag. And it's still 6 cookies, so still the same amount, but 1 gram of carb. I have to assume that is because Snickerdoodles, when you make them regularly, they're a pretty straightforward recipe. It's basically a sugar cookie with cream of tartar and cinnamon added. So not as much chocolate. You don't have to put quite as much fat as you put into a brownie or as you put into chocolate chip cookies. I don't know their exact recipe, but I'm going to read the ingredients anyway. So this one has 14 grams of fat, actually, so more fat, 9 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber, and then 6 grams of the sugar substitute. And so again, we're left with 1 gram of carb. And so, like I said, 6 pieces, 30 grams. These are grain-free also, and so I wanted to point that out. So it has almond flour, coconut oil, and collagen in them, and grain-free and gluten-free. So I'm going to open these up as well. Same inside as you probably suspected, this Keep Fresh container, as well as the resealable top. Let's grab a cookie. These feel dusty. They feel kind of... I don't like the way they feel. So these aren't quite as thick as you can see. I hope you can see that. They're not as big round wise either. So I could see why the other ones were 2 carbs or bigger. All right, let's give this one a try. Okay. I don't like the way these feel in my hand, but in the mouth, they're good. And the flavor is so, I didn't think I was going to say this. I like Snickerdoodles, but I love brownies. I like these more. They don't have the saltiness that the brownies have. They're very cinnamony, but like in a good balance. They taste really, really good. If I ate this, I wouldn't compare it to a Snickerdoodle right away. But I like it, and I get why it's called Snickerdoodle. And really quick, so it's almond flour, natural sweetener, same combo as last time, some stevia extract, coconut oil, butter, dried eggs, vanilla extract, baking powder, collagen, cinnamon, guar gum, xanthan gum, and sea salt. So this one lists salt as an ingredient and doesn't taste as salty as the brownies. So again, these ones are 1 gram of carb and 14 grams of fat. So you can really hit your macros with this, and 4 grams of fiber. Protein. I don't know if I called that out before. So let's move on to the last flavor. Okay, you guys, last but certainly not least, we have chocolate chip, which I'm really excited about because I love chocolate chip cookies. And if we're being completely honest, I love chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate chips in them, which is essentially a brown sugar cookie. But no one ever makes brown sugar cookies. And if you are a baker of your house like I am, no one lets you make brown sugar cookies. So I never get them. So I just go for chocolate chip. And most chocolate chip, I mean, unless you're a real chocolate lover and you go for that, they have a pretty good distribution. I don't know how these are, but we're going to find out. But based on the picture, there's just like a few chocolate chips per cookie. And so to go over this really quick, these are also 2 grams of carbs per serving, which is also 6 cookies and 2 in each bag. There are 13 grams of fat, and 3 grams of protein. So there's, again, the same 2 grams of fiber and then 7 grams of the sugar sweetener. The ingredients are almond flour, natural sweetener blend, same one, stevia, chocolate chips, which are unsweetened and keto friendly, coconut oil, butter, prebiotic fiber, dried eggs, vanilla extract, baking powder, collagen, sea salt, xanthan gum, and guar gum. It does let you know that it contains eggs, milk, and tree nuts, because almond flour, obviously. These, in addition to being gluten-free and grain-free, are also soy-free. So you have this here. None of them say plant-based. As you heard, I said butter, milk, and eggs. So they are not vegan. I do have some vegan options coming later in this series, though. So keep watching, like, subscribe, hit the bell so that you can be notified when that drops. I'm gonna get right into these because I am interested, and I did want to point out that the brownie ones didn't have it, although they are they do say they're keto. Let me look because I didn't see it on here. Yeah, I don't see it on the brownie bag, but on the mini cookies for the Snickerdoodles and chocolate chip, they actually have the seal of being keto certified. So you could see that. So they're officially keto certified. This one, the chocolate chips and the Snickerdoodles. My mom's gonna kill me. So I'm quarantining at my parents' house. I gotta clean all this up. Don't think I'm just throwing stuff around. All right, let's get into this chocolate chip cookie. Ooh, these smell good. They smell like Chips Ahoy specifically. And if you are a cookie and a snacker like I am, you know specific smells of specific snacks exactly as they are. And they smell like the blue package of Chips Ahoy cookies. Okay, so these are a little bit thicker than the Snickerdoodles. And that could be due to the chocolate chips in there. So you can see that it's a little bit thicker. About the same size as the Snickerdoodle, still smaller than the brownie, and both of them were way thinner than the brownie bites. Okay. So these taste buttery. These would be dangerous for me because they're a good buttery cookie with just enough chocolate in them. And because they already taste like they have nuts in them because of the almond flour, I would run back to this. I love chocolate chip cookies with like walnuts or pecans in them. And this almond flour gives it that flavor without it having to have nuts in it. Actually, this is the only one I'm going to eat 2 of. So let me get that out of the way. I really like these. Calorie wise, I didn't tell you guys, this is 140 per serving. The brownies are 140 and then the Snickerdoodles are 150. I'm going to give you guys, let me eat this. This is rude. I'll be back. Okay, I finished eating because that was so rude. So really quick, this one, not salty, great flavor. Probably my favorite overall is this one. Flavor wise, I like the Snickerdoodle. I did not like the way it felt in my hand. It felt wet, but it was dry. And that's weird to me. So I didn't like the way it felt in my hand. I did like the flavor, but I think I would have to crave that one to go back to it, where this one is just so common and like comforting. Chocolate chip cookies are classic, so it's just something that I love. And with Snickerdoodles, to be honest, if you're from the Maryland, DC area, like Southern Maryland, DC area, you know what Snickerdoodles are my favorite. The ones from Iverson Mall, those are the best ones. And so when I think Snickerdoodle, that's what I want in a Snickerdoodle, which may or may not be your version of a Snickerdoodle, but it's what I know and love. And so that's why I say, although I love that flavor, I would have to be like, oh, you know what I really want? Something cinnamony or like a Snickerdoodle. And then I would go to that. And these, I could see myself, you saw me eat 2. I could eat this bag, but I would try to keep it in the serving size. And I mean, even if I ate the bag, that's 4 grams of carbs, which isn't terrible, but also it's a snack, it's a cookie. You still don't want to do that. These, I would say out of the 3 flavors that I got, these were the most disappointing, only because they had that salty taste. And I know I can balance that out if I like pair it with ice cream. I had actually made buttermilk ice cream, and so these would be really, really good with that to kind of balance out the tangy and the sweet and something a little bit salty. But not everybody wants to do that, and so I think that these I will eat when I want to eat them with something else, just for the salt factor. But I like the texture. I love the chocolate flavor. None of these had an aftertaste, which is super, super important. And then I think that as far as having keto snacks, if you don't want to bake and make dough or put it in the freezer or whatever, you just want it to grab, these are excellent options. I ordered these from Amazon, so I didn't tell you guys that because I know you're going to ask that and I wanted it to be at the end of the video. So I ordered these from Amazon, and I'll drop a link below. They're not affiliate links at this point. They might be in the future, and I'll let you guys know if it moves into that. But overall, order them from Amazon. I'll drop the link where I got them. This is the variety pack. You can also order straight packs of 1 flavor. I wanted to do these because, as you guys saw, I tasted them for the first time. I never had them before, and I didn't want to box myself into 1 flavor. I think that's it for this episode. I want to keep these pretty short because they're reviews for snacks. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. Hit me up on any social platform, and that's LizeeAngel, LizeeAngel. And I also have a website where I share tons of recipes, keto and non, but they're moving towards more keto recipes at LizeeAngel.com. And you can always send me an email if there's something you specifically want me to review. You can hit me up on Twitter or whatever. If you send me an email, it's Monique@LizeeAngel.com. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.